Alright, so welcome to a fabulous another show here with yours truly, Global Exposure, giving you a Global Exposure Networking Business with JDL. And I just want to reach out and thank everybody that came in that group page there, right inside of the Global GIMME Exposure Networking Business there. A lot of people got really active real fast, real quick, and that's why I've been saying for the longest time. I'm just going to kind of give you an example here of what's happening throughout this whole entire time through this journey. So, Linda, Josie, William, AJ, of course, Vincent, Gus, all my great fabulous people there are joined. Now it's up to 189. Josie, thank you for, submitting those in there and inviting them in. I welcomed them all in there. I accept them all. I had a little bit of technical difficulties, so this was a little delayed. I usually kind of do this throughout this time of the day anyway. But anyway, getting back to it, right? So in the last couple of months, and this has been going on and on and on and on. Get a phone call and saying, hey, I have this problem, this happened, whatever. I took control of the call and said, listen, let me help you out a little. And, of course, naturally now when I go reconnect with that person, I'm going to see if that issue got resolved or not. Something that they really didn't expect to happen from a simple phone call that they called down on, and they came into a little hiccup with while they were in Facebook. So I gave them little tips on working around in that. And I'll say it again, I love the fact that, there are so many available friends and followers and all that great stuff. And we all know that Facebook will limit you at 4,999, right? Now, Facebook has asked me to verify myself each way to Tuesday, right? As I said, there were about 5 stages that I had to go through, and I'm currently going through another one just so it locks in correctly. As you've seen, on my business marketing inside of GIMME, I was able to post them, I need people to come work. I said full-time, part-time, or extreme. Okay? Now, I know it can be seen. Of course, naturally, I set my schedule, I said when I was available, and the way that works, either I call you, you call me. It's a one-shot phone call interview just to see where we're at and seeing how well, certain things be asked at the time. You fill out the simple questionnaire that's there, and it kicks it right back to me. I have all that information, and if it doesn't show me your phone number, I say, hey, listen, either I call you, you call me, here's the time, here's the date. You see it in live time, and guess what? It goes into my calendar, and I can share it back the same way, but that's all I need. And then at that point, you got to think about it like you're going to a real interview at that time. Call, you missed the call or whatever that scenario is. Well, apparently now I show that kind of gives you where you're at that time. So everybody's going to be different. Like I said, I'm quite busy and I'm only one person. So this was giving me the opportunity to let somebody else, hey, you may think you're helping me, but you're really helping yourself when you come down looking at it. Because when I open up my vault, that vault is giving you prime real estate, meaning I've tested this out, and I know there are a lot of people that get crazy in how much they would want to sell a platform of what I built. The 7 different groups that I'm in. Most of you have seen them, most of them are in it. And when I see certain likes and comments come back, that's when I go and say, okay, well, this person, it tells me, hey, this person would be more in tune to keep seeing these if you send them an invite. Now, an invite, now you go beyond just liking. Now, not only did you get involved, you come in there and now you can post. Make a few comments. Make a connection. Engagement. Later on today or tomorrow, thanks God to the technology and everything, right? As I said, when it goes south, you got to figure out something else, right? Well, it went south for me real bad, but that's okay. We're not going to get into that one. That'd be another video at another time. But, overall, Josie, thank you for getting busy in there. Thank you for sharing what you share. And Margie, thank you for sharing everything that Yvette Unger does. It's beautiful and fabulous of her continuous ventures and everything that she does, involved in everything. Fabulous person. And of course, naturally, there's so many people. Hey, matter of fact, throwing that out there like that, TNT Productions. Hey, that was a beautiful thing. And I see it. You see that. The things that I've done. And that is, what I was always saying. It's always about, being passionate and a true drive and a cause, right? Not thinking about this one side, right? And having a true cause of why you do. They play. You got to look. I look at it just the same way as I look at it this way. College teams versus professionals. When you go in that route, no matter what sport you're talking about. They play with their heart and their soul. You see some amazing things that happen inside and out. Then once they get, noticed, they get recognized, and then, either they remember where they came from or, well, sometimes people, aren't really ready for when something like that happens. So, with that being said, I've seen it out of that group page that falls off in there for the global or GIMME Global Exposure Networking Business with JDL. That bumped up to $189. And out of that, there are 56 engagement, meaning they were all engaged. Now I go look at another page I'm running inside my business page. See where that's at. Open up the GIMME, GIMME. And as you look at each one of these pages that I've done, every one of them has a little bit of a look and a little bit of a difference because of what it's doing, what it can do, and all the great things in there, right? So one of them, you can get a trophy, you get your badges. Of course, naturally, Facebook came out with the idea of the badge thing, right? Okay, so as you're active in that particular group, the more postings that you make and the more engagement that you want, they'll say, okay, this is where you're at. But I went one step further. I created a little trophy for all those that got busy, like Josie, Linda, William, Rain, Frank, Mark, AJ, all busy and doing what they do, right? And that's why I wanted to go global, and that I did. And Google has truly been my best friend. I'm, like I said, in a World Wide Web, social media. Everybody's now, getting in, drilled in, but I've said it before and said it again, but it wasn't quite, not that it wasn't ready, it was just that, a lot of people didn't want to get on video, were skeptical, were scared. You gotta, do one. Practice in the mirror. You don't have to really send it out. You can play it back and say, hey, does that look good? Hey, look, we're not perfect, neither am I. Nobody else is, right? You're going to make mistakes. But again, as I said a couple weeks back ago, you just got to brush it off, put it behind you, and move forward. You got to continuously look forward. That's another thing that, who's doing in there. Speaking of going off of that, I had put that in there, the learning units that you see off to the left on that one group page. Well, that was an in-tune to the notes. I was dropping files in there to help you all out to figure out, well, I figured this out and I learned how to fix it. Let me help somebody else because I know somebody's going to have this problem, right? Wait till that one comes out. But, then you get that call and say, hey, listen, we want to run your advertisement. Here it is. How much it's going to cost you for the year? Never in a million years would they ever think that I would sit there and go, well, thank you for that, right? I know a lot of people that could use your services. However, this gentleman and a few others have figured out how they can get in this market and either not spend any kind of money, little bit of money, and of course, naturally, if you have the money to do it, you're good. Facebook, you're able not only to boost your page, but you can run an ad campaign. They're all over the place. Ad campaign in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. They're all over. And of course, naturally, and it's a beautiful thing. Hey, here's our platform. We're going to let you use it to the extreme. As a special thank you, I get it. I got it, right? Okay, great. So, Now, that job posting, as I said, it says it right there. It must be serious, must have a drive. And there are certain things that are required you having, such as a cell phone, internet service. I prefer Chrome only because I see what it does. So, yeah, it's in a sense of using your good old standard laptop, computer, tablet, phones. It's amazing to see that over 200% of these people were viewing this off their phone. And then you look at it, it looks great, looks good, it does what it needs to do. But if you don't tell it to run like in desktop views, suddenly now, it's very timid. These phones, unless you paid a lot of money for it, you don't have a microcomputer in your pocket yet. Notice I said yet. But it's there. So, few people have already said that they're interested. Their phone rings today. Today's Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all mothers out there, by the way. And there I am. I noticed I had a missed call. I reached right out. I was doing my other thing, took time out and said, I noticed that there was a phone call. And of course, naturally, before we hung up and got crazy with it, right? But I did ask him in a text, how did you find me? How did you hear about me? And there's a reason why I asked that question. That's for all these lovely people that are following me in each and every way, either it be my main profile page, my group pages, my fan page, my community page, whatever it is. Club crawl, whatever it is. Now, if I hear a name, I'm going to kick it back. And that, and alone in itself, should say what I'm really truly behind and what I stand for. So, those calls come in all the time, and you never would think. I pretty much put them in that spotlight. Think of it being like you're up the Shark Tank, and you're up at the stage, and you're making that pitch, or Marco the Smallest. I'm not saying I'm him or them, but I pretty much say, hey, listen, we're about ready to get in the elevator. By the time I get to where I'm going, you better have told me what it is, what you're doing, what your plan is. So, and Cindy, great job in what you're doing as well. Again, I can name all of them that are there. And that's what I truly want to do. So those ones that stay active, that's where that's going to go back to. Margie, Josie, Linda, AJ, William, Rain, Frank, all those ones that connected. And I know. I know you get that notification because I see you and I notice where it's at, and then go look at the views. You watch later when I go post that particular little capture page and seeing how many in less than in a week. In a week, that's 7 days. And you gotta remember, I've been down for 4, so that's probably gonna go back to last week when I looked. But that just shows the show. You do this in a week. Think about what you can do in a month, and that's how I draw down my data. It tells me every day, it sends it to me, and I go, well, I want to compare from April to May. As you've seen that video, what happened in April alone, well, May is still recording, only because we're on the 12th, and then, of course, naturally, for the end of May. Well, there's 31 days, so this ought to be interesting. Then I look to see where my website's sitting at and what I do. And I kind of put it out there, but I know Google sees it because, it's there, right? It's all connected. And to see over 2,000 views, 2,000 this, and go and see who's looking at it, where, what device they're on, and all that good stuff. It blew my mind because, in the beginning, I was sharing it all over the place, and I said, well, Google's going to do it for me now. I already did the hard part. Now let it do what it needs to do. I'm also going to throw this out there. It's going to come into a learning unit at one group and tied to a note, and so it's going to connect. But it's going to be called affiliate programs. Now, I've been in part of affiliates for over the 12, 13 years. AJ, you already know what I'm talking about when I speak about affiliates. That is a beautiful way to go. beautiful way to go. You got to think it's already pre-built for you. All the search engine type of keywords to look for, all the marketing is done for you. You go and get it. It's what I'm saying, it's pre-built for you. All you gotta do is get crazy about it, share, get excited about it, go, 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 go. And you would come to probably what I came to. And this is something I do in my, seminars that I set up with people. They can come where it's one-on-one, or they can bring 5, they can bring 10, they can bring 15. It didn't make a difference. And I said, okay, now everybody have a seat. Enjoy what you're about ready to hear, because I'm telling you, you're going to go away from this a lot better. We've all seen them. Hey, learn how to flip a house. Come out to Vegas. Oh my God. Right? And I know what the end result is, right? And I'm like, okay. Then I, and go, well, they wouldn't expect this, right? And, again, going to, where that podcast is, I always said it was about you. And I said, your success is everybody else's success. See where you're leading to have somebody else follow you in order to lead as well. The pay it forward system, I said it a couple weeks back ago. Nobody's watched it yet. Watch that movie. You would understand where I'm coming from when I say that now it's the paying it forward. Thought of an idea, put it into action. I'm just waiting to see who else is ready to do the exact same thing. Just put it in their own little mixing bowl and make their own creativity. As I said, I'd much rather have a whole room of people in front of me rather than this one, that one. And everybody's creative minds is flowing. I always find something to do, and as silly as it may seem, as silly as it might look, and when you go look at it and I explain it to you, then you go, oh, I got it. All right, you got it. So, I want to thank everybody again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and, have a blessed Sunday, and we'll see y'all again soon. And, keep it coming. Keep those posts coming. Keep them coming. Not only posts, keep the comments coming as well. Feel free to shout out whoever you want in there, and, all those that liked it, you're there. Now you have that prime opportunity to keep doing what it is you're doing. And leave it to the masses. I left it open public for a reason. And now that means anybody and everybody can see it. It didn't need to be closed. It didn't need to be private. Listen, if it gets silly and crazy, and this, that, and the other, as fast as you were in, as fast as you come out. I'm the administrator. I could assign another one as well, or an editor, but that will come down there in life, or down the road, shouldn't say life, because being busy. Mark, thank you for the invite to that fabulous, invite you gave me. And of course, naturally do this crazy technology and missed it, but that's all right. We're gonna catch up. Scott, again, I missed you on Saturday. I'm sure you knocked it out of the park with your blues band. TNT Productions, I already know you're gonna knock it out of the park. What you got coming? Cindy, I know you do a fabulous job in everything you do. AJ, fabulous. Just keep staying connected with you after all these years. William, hey, October's coming, my friend. October is coming. Rain, beautiful job in what you do, aka Queen. Keep it coming, keep it going, keep it engaging, keep it excited, all, staying positive, and don't worry about all that other crazy stuff. Remember, in order to figure out everything, you got to learn how to crawl before you can walk, so you can run, and then just go crazy. So the same scenario applies. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. I'll see you all again soon, and have a great one.